contacts if you ever need to help them with that or anything. You can also look at your payroll from that account, so you can see how much you got paid on it. And then apparently now you can send them text messages directly from your phone, so that's super cool. So that way you don't have to like go type their number in on your phone. You can just say send SMS. And you can just type them a message directly from Copilot. So that way it makes it a lot easier, especially. Oh shit. And that's another. This is another one, bad account. So you guys will start seeing these pop up within the next couple of months. So there's different reasons for bad accounts, past due. So that means this person did not pay their bill. Yeah. So it'll tell you what to do as well. So if your customer is past due, just call them and just say, hey, yeah, my office called me and told me they just let me know that you guys didn't get the bill paid this month. Did you lose your credit? Like, don't make it like demeaning. When you call them, just be like, yeah, I don't know if you guys lost your debit card or like, you know, turned it off or something, but the bill just didn't go through this month. Did you need any help with that? And sometimes it's a lot easier. Like, you can just call ADT and pay it for them because you're losing like it's $70 versus like an entire account, which is hundreds of bucks. So. Like, let's see, I made 300 on this, so if I don't fix this, and I'm gonna get charged 300 back on my check this week, and I also lose my back end of my account. So it's way more worth it to just pay $70 if they can't pay it, or they'll, sometimes, like I said, they just like, forgot they turned their debit card off and put it on a new, and forgot to put it on a new card, so, but yeah, so just like now that I know I have this bad account, I can go right here and I can just say, hey, did you need some help paying that bill with ADT? So they made it really simple for us. But yeah, and this is also really good too, guys. Like, if you want, we had a guy last year, he would go back through all of his accounts and he would call the emergency contacts on people's accounts. And then be like, hey, yeah, I'm with ADT. We're doing a referral bonus right now for any friends and family who. Or you can call them and say, hey, yeah, we had set up Garrett just last week. We're doing a special for all of his friends and family right now where ADT will pay for your whole security system. So if you want, you can go back and go through these, and it's like a free lead basically. So you can go back to this person, call their emergency contact, and be like, hey, yeah, just make sure it's not their wife or something like that, you know? Yeah. Yeah, just a little free info there. But yeah, we'll go into qualifying a little bit. Everybody likes to do it a little bit differently, but like how do you guys qualify? Would you say you price drop before you qualify, or you qualify before you price drop?
I qualify.
Right now I'm qualifying.
Yeah, we're
And
good.
usually I'll price drop.
You qualify at one price drop?
I normally do it after just to make sure that the credit is even good.
Do what?
I said I normally do it after just to make sure the credit's even like after I even qualify. After.
So you
That's another
qualify before price drop?
Yeah.
If they're Hispanic and don't speak a lot of English, I'll probably try to qualify pretty quick.
Right now. I'm
Yeah, so it's
qualifying
definitely on a
for it.
situational base. As you start moving into nicer turf and nicer area, you don't have to qualify as fast because 9 times out of 10 you're going to have to pass some credit. You'll be surprised sometimes at the people that fail. But I'll just show you guys how I do it, and then however you guys want to do it, or however your recruiter tells you to do it that way. So yeah, I'll pull up this house. I always do this first because it makes my job so much easier. And then I'll build them out the system first. So I'll be like, okay, perfect. And you said how many doors? Cool, blah, blah, blah. Get all this info here. All right, and then this is the way that I price drop. Okay, so I'll go here and I'll say, yeah, perfect. So since you guys are helping us advertise, what we get to do for you is the ADT will waive all of your upfront fees. So usually when you have ADT, when they come by, they usually charge you $400 for a panel, $100 for a cell unit, $170 for a warranty, and $200 for an activation. Since you guys are helping us, we get to waive that down to $199 instead of the $800, so we get to save you a lot of money. Not only that, but we also get to give you a discount on the monitoring. Okay? Since you guys, and that can be honestly for pretty much any reason. If you have Google Fiber, I use Google Fiber. Oh, you have Google Fiber? Oh, cool, we give you a discount. You're over 60, cool, you get a discount. You're in the corner, cool, you get a discount. Like, just to more personalize it to that person, or if they work in like healthcare, if they're a real estate agent, anything of that nature, giving them a discount. So I'll be like, perfect. And then with all of the discounts that we got you guys today, instead of you guys paying $120 when you call ADT, we get it down to 69 bucks. That's literally the only thing that you pay to keep it connected. We take care of the rest. Then I'll go here and I'll say, yep, just like I said, you literally just pay 69 and that's it. And then after I do that, I'll go qualify, like, and what's a good phone number we can call if the alarm goes off? I always, depending on what area code I'm in, so we're in 913, I'll say, your area code's 913, okay? And usually they'll just give you the rest. Sometimes they'll just sit there and you just say, all right, and the rest. And you never want to look at your customer when you're doing this. Like, don't watch them in the eyes, because then it's just like you're building tension with them. So like whenever if I price drop anything with qualifying, I'm just looking down at my iPad the whole time. I never look at my customer. So let's say, all right, 913, okay, and the rest, perfect, awesome. And then yeah, your address was 2623 Wood End, correct? Okay, and the zip code is 66106. Yep. Okay, and your birthday. And what you're doing there is you're getting your customer to say yes, 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 yes. So then when you ask them those more like personable questions, they're not going to be like, oh, well, what do you need that for? They just give it to you because they just told you yes for 5 times. So your area code's 913. Yep. Address is 2623. Yep. Zip code 66106. Yep. All right, your birthday, and then they just give it to you. I've never had somebody be like, oh, what do you need that for? And then after you all do all that, then you're going to go into getting email. So the way that I explain email is like, I just say very simply, all right, and what's a good email we can send everything over to? And then they'll give me one. And then if you didn't answer the phone, who would be a good person that we could call after we call you? All right. And then what we do for the verbal password, we want to make sure we're talking to you guys instead of a burglar if the alarm ever goes off. What we usually put as a default is just the pet's name, so you can use one of the dogs, whatever one you don't want to burn up in the fire. I'll just make like a little stupid joke or something. And then we put their dog's name, so we'll just do like Roscoe.
Oh, Roscoe.
Good old Roscoe. So yeah, and then billing. Does anybody have trouble with billing? You said it's like a Netflix payment?
Just comes out of your account.
Yeah. This is what I do. Whenever I'm doing somebody's billing, I show them the iPad because you're collecting, like, this is where you're either going to make or break the sale.
Show them how it goes down to 0.
So what I do is first I'll download the apps on their phone so that it's like solidified that they're getting it. So I'll be like, all right, let me see your phone real quick. I'll download the apps and then I'll tell them the technician's on the way. Then after that, I'll pull up the billing and I'll say, all right, perfect. Now we let you decide how you want to do this. If you want to do monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually, the standard's monthly. All right, perfect. And then what we do is just work through a checking account, debit card, or credit card. What do you prefer? Oh, debit card, perfect, yeah. And then yeah, do you have that card on you? I'll save it into the system. And then you just slide it there. Hand it back to them when you're done, and then you're good to go. And that's all of the qualifying. Are any of you guys doing a lot of financing?
I've done a lot.
I've done bad. Yeah, 4. Okay. So if you're going to price drop with financing, what you can do a little bit differently is you just say recover the upfront costs, so you're not lying to the customer. You should be like, yep. So usually ADT charge you $400 for the panel installation, $100 for the cell unit, $170 for the warranty, and $200 for the activation. What we get to do is we save you that $800 up front, so you don't have to pay anything today or pay anything up front. We take care of everything for you, and we still get you a discount on the monitoring. Usually ADT charges you about $120 a month. We get it down to $76, and that's the only thing you pay. So it's literally the same thing. I'm just saying we're covering the upfront cost instead of telling them that we're covering the equipment too, right? So that way you can get your financing deals. You guys should be doing financing.
I'll
You
jump
get
there
it.
first.
Huh?
I dropped that first, like the price.
Yeah, you do the financing price.
It's higher anyway, so then you have to.
Yep. Yeah, and I would recommend to do that, guys, when you are price shopping. So, like literally, so it's just a $6 difference. I mean, most people aren't going to trip about $6. The big thing with this is if they're going to qualify for it, because the qualifications with the financing are pretty nuts. So. But still price drop it, and if they agree to that, let's say they agree to the 76 and they're cool with this. Even if they don't agree, just assume the sale. So just go, all right, and then you apply for smart home pay. So, and if they fail the smart home pay, so let's say we do that, they fail the smart home pay, be like, hey, actually, we actually don't ever tell them they didn't qualify for the program, okay? Because then that's a negative connotation, and then that's gonna make them be like, oh, well, shoot, we didn't qualify. What you can do for them instead, be like, if they fail and they can't do financing, this is what I do. I say, hey, we actually got you a way better deal. What we can do for you instead, we got you a couple extra discounts with the qualification. We can drop it to 69 instead. Okay? So then that way they're like, oh, I just get $6 off of my bill. And you can still charge them a $199 up front if you want to. Or you can be like, yeah, the only thing is ADT, they just won't cover the upfront cost. Pat. Dude, I have no idea. He just called me today, and he was like,